D again. Today I'm going to go over a quick trim tip. This is for multiple crew member crews. I mean, if you're one person doing a trim, you don't necessarily need to do this, but if you're instructing other people and trying to assist people who are less experienced, this is a very valuable tip, and it can increase your quality and increase the less likelihood of someone doing an installation wrong. But yeah, it's commonly referred to as chip and strip. I know a lot of people do it. So basically, as you walk into a unit or house or wherever you're trimming, one person, instead of passing out, will just start cutting all of the sheetrock mud and tape out of the boxes and stripping the wires out. What this does is it ensures that anybody who's less experienced who will be installing devices gets to see like how much wire actually needs to be stripped out, and not too much or too little gets stripped out. Also, you're going to be looking for any cuts or nicks in the wires. That's very important, that if you are chip and stripping, you're not just stripping out, you're clearing the box out, and you're investigating for any wires that might have got hit by sheetrockers, so that, you know, at the end when your plug check in and everything's installed, it should be installed very well, or, you know, at the very least adequate, and there shouldn't be any tripping or faults. So like with any of the other videos I've shown at trim time, I like to pick a line and just start there and wrap every single wall until I get to the end of the unit, and then at that point I will start trimming and installing devices too. As you can see, this has got these pieces of mud and tape here. You know, they're just doing their best, so sometimes we gotta help clear that out. So again, you'll just take the tape. I don't have an adjustable box here, so it's much easier to do this. You can just set your knife on the side of the box and just run it up. And then you can kind of just clear right here. Remember, when you're doing this, you don't want to go above the box. You don't want to clear out above the box, because obviously all of our devices have those tabs that need to catch on the sheetrock. So our ultimate goal here is just to clear out what's here where the device is going, not anything above or below. If you do that, it becomes harder to install the device without spacers, because, you know, you need this. You want all of your sheetrock to be exactly on the edges of the box. If there's anything missing here, then the device has more likelihood of sinking in. So this stuff's made up well. You can just pull it out. You got your two switch legs, and then obviously we're going to be looking for a ground. So with chip and strip, as soon as I've cleared out all the sheetrock mud, I want to run my hands down this wire and just kind of see if it's been nicked. If it hasn't been nicked, then, you know, you take these wire nuts off and you put them in your bags, because you don't want to waste. They're still good, they don't need to be thrown away, so just put that in your bags. Okay, and then once you get this all done, so these are already tied through, so this is kind of a weird situation to show you what I'm talking about. But basically, when I first started trimming, these weren't done like this, so you'd have to strip them out by themselves. So I'm just going to clip these off, and bear with me, I'm going to try to show you with holding my my phone here. So strip these out. Okay, and then when I'm stripping out on 90% of these devices, unless there's a wire, even if there is a wire nut involved actually, I'm trimming out about this length. I know that's hard to tell, we all have different size fingers, but you need just enough. If you're using the stab-in, this should go all the way in. You don't want anything to hang out of the stab-in, you want the end of the sheathing to run right up to the device. And seeing as this is a single pole switch, it has those flaps over the screws, so this should fit under that. Now with the ground, and get these out of the way here, I'm going to take and run about this much through. You don't want a lot ran through, but you basically just curl it over, and you should be left with something like this, maybe a little bit more closed. But yeah, you want like a hook similar to this, maybe a little tighter hook, but then that'll loop around the screw obviously. So yeah, that's chipping and stripping. Now I should have some other guys passing out devices, so they'll pass that out, and then when we fully start installing devices, they literally just have to hook the device up, put it in, and then so on and so forth. You know, if I were fully stripping this unit out, I would hit that, hit the outlet on that wall, the switch on that wall, and just so on and so forth. And I would wrap the unit, and then, you know, the people working behind me don't have to worry about any of these wires being nicked. And yeah, it just makes for a lot easier installation, a lot quicker, a lot more efficient. And I've just seen it proven time and time again to be worthwhile. Again, if you're doing this by yourself, you might as well just do it all at the same time, because it's just collectively you're not doing so many laps. But yeah, hopefully that tip was helpful. Try it out. Obviously, if you're not the lead or someone in charge, like, don't try to force it, just maybe suggest it. If they don't like it, hey, you know, don't try it. But it does work. I've seen it work so many times, and it works well. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you don't like it, I guess that's fine. But yeah, see you.